This bar chart represents box office revenue by movie genre. The horror saw the highest level at 5 million USD, followed by the documentary at 5 USD, followed by comedy at 2.7 million USD. On the other hand, science fiction shows significant decrease at about 2 millions. In conclusion, this bar chart reveals significant differences in office revenues across different genres.
The given image provides information about bar chart. In this bar chart, horror is the highest element, whereas action is the lowest element. Furthermore, comedy, drama, thrillers, SCFI, documentary, animation is the partial amount. In this image, x-axis represent movie genre, whereas y-axis represent revenue in million USD from 0 to 4. Overall, the given image is about box office revenue by movie genre, and we can get very essential knowledge for educational purposes.
This bar chart represents box office revenue by movie genre. The horror saw the highest level at 5 millions, followed by documentary at 400.1 millions, followed by comedy at 2.7 millions. Moreover, the most significant decrease occurred in science fiction at about 2 millions. In conclusion, this bar chart reveals significant dominance in office revenue in different genres.
The information is given in a form of a bar graph which represents the box office revenue. On the x axis, the different genres are mentioned: action, comedy, drama, thriller, horror, sci fi, documentary, and animation. On y axis, revenues in millions is mentioned from 0 to 4 million. The actions have 1.5 million in numbers, while the drama is 2.5 million. The highest one is horror with 4.5 million, and the lowest one will be the action, will be 1.5. To sum up, it represents the revenue by box office.
The image provides the data about box office revenue by movie genre. The primary feature of this image is in y-axis revenue in million USD is given and movie genre is given in x-axis. Firstly, it provides the information of horror movie having the highest number of revenue, closely followed by documentary, and moreover science and fiction having the least number of revenue, closely followed by action movies. Moreover, it gives the conclusion of box office revenue by movie genre.
The bar chart gives information about box office revenue by movie genre. It also shows different items such as action and comedy. The highest number is 4.5 is related to horror and the lowest number is 2 is related to science fiction. In addition to this information, you may notice drama and thriller. Finally, I can see documentary and animation is about 3.
The given image gives information about box office revenue by movie. There are different elements in the image which are action, comedy, and drama. Furthermore, it shows information about thriller, horror, and sci-fi. Moreover, it provides detail about documentary, animated, and horror. I can see also 1 million, 2 million, and 3 million revenue in the image. One of the element is maximum and the other one is minimum. To conclude, the image is very informative.
This picture is mainly about the box office revenue by movie genre. From the given, it is given the two axes, like the x-axis represents the revenue in millions of USD and y-axis represents the movie genre, that is action, comedy, drama, thriller, horror. It can be clearly seen from the picture that the percentage of horror is highest, whereas the percentage of action is the lowest. It can also be seen that the percentage of comedy and thriller is almost the same, and also the revenue of the sci-fi is 2%, and while it can be animation is the 3.5%.
The bar graph provides information about the box office revenue by movie genre. Firstly, the x axis presents information about the movie genre, whereas y axis provides information about revenue in million USD. Moreover, the highest element in the graph is for horror movie, which is approximately 4.5 million, whereas the lowest element is for action, which is 1.5 million, and the second highest element is for documentary, which is 4 million. Overall, we can conclude that the graph provides information about the box office revenue by.
The following bar graph gives us a lot of information about box office revenue by movie genre. In the bar graph, the highest bar is horror, which is 4%, and the lowest bar is action, which is 1%. In the bar graph, there are comedy, 2%, drama, 3%. In conclusions, the bar graph is about box office revenue by movie genre.
The given bar graph shows the information about the box office revenue by the movie genre. The x-axis shows the information about the movies, and whereas the y-axis shows the information about the millions USD. It is clearly seen from the picture the maximum value. It is clearly seen from the picture the maximum value is covered by the horror, that is around 4 million. The minimum value is observed by the animation, that is a 1 million, while the value is observed by the drama and science fic are quite similar. The image is donated by the various color black, white, blue. Overall, this picture is very informative.
The following picture provides information about box office revenue by movie genre. From the picture, we can see that the value of action is 1.5, while comedy is higher, which is 2.5. Moreover, the highest value is in horror, which is 6, and the lowest one is in sci-fi, which is only 1. In conclusion, the picture provides information about box office revenue by movie genre ranging from action, comedy, drama, thriller, until animation.
This bar chart gives information about box office revenue by movie genre. It also shows different movie genres such as horror and thriller, as well as drama and comedy. Moreover, you may notice that the highest number is 40, which is related to horror, while the lowest number is 2, which is related to science fiction and documentary. Finally, I can see animation and comedy.